it! And he's there to get it away. He'll try from distance!
Oh, he has leathered that. Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Neymar. Oh, nice touch. And he's whipped a terrific effort! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
And it's Koundé. That is good alertness. That's a lovely, neat pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Roberto Carlos. Collar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's in plenty of space here. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Roberto Carlos.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. No, there's no going past him this time. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Paris Saint-Germain looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 26. À sa place.
So we're off again. 10. Looking for the run. And they win it back again. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He's in a great position here. Kanu! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Now this could be a chance. Goes for the shot! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Short changes him with that pass. Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Here's Kanu, that's a good ball out wide. Nice control. Araujo wins the duel this time. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And a header! That's another chance! And that's a good finish. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And here's a chance! It's a loose ball. What a throw in. Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's Iniesta! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And across it goes. Ferdinand tries to clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent. Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 21, Ibrahimovic.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Figo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. It's a searching pass. Ferdinand tries to play it through. Figo providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. In towards the back. Oh, great leap! And that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Paris Saint-Germain now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Crosses it in. Quality ball. Oh, it's come loose. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Pelé carries the ball down the right. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Mbappe coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Looking to play him in. Played in by Saviola. Modric! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, nicely intercepted. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ecuador clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising. And there is his 30th goal.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. It's gone out for a throw-in. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety. Just eases him off the ball. Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Figo delivers. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Piqué with the clearance. There's the shot! And no mistake. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Paris Saint-Germain are having a ball here. He's picked his way through. Look at the space. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, there's always this air of unpredictability when you see the name of Kanu on the team sheet.
Yeah, he's a super story too, of course. Very, very young when his success began. Crowned a European champion one year, a gold medal the next.
Yeah, and his knack of grabbing crucial goals was something he was reputed for from way back then.
Some would tell you he was Nigeria's best ever.
There's some debate on that, although I do think he was amongst the most technically gifted.
Totti. Messi. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Totti. Totti! He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Suarez. He's got away. It's Luis Suarez! Thuram clears it away. Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Messi. Totti. Totti! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, that's delightful. And he's let fly. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. Ball swung, it's towering header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They short if it's Kanu! Short changes him with that pass. Looking for a runner. Figo is wide and looking to get onto this. Timber. And Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kanu receives it in a wide position. Shoots! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Goes down, but nothing given. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Mateus. Can he finish? They want to be quick. Oh, what has happened here? And again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Here's Kanu, and it's been played through. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
He's having a shot! And now they can clear their lines. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bullet. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance here to counter. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And here's Suarez. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Totti. Totti. Oh, super. And the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 26.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, well played. Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And here's Suarez. He's in a good position. It's Totti! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Manchester United.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And it's Totti. Totti! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Paris Saint-Germain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Ibrahimovic coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Thinks one through. Now Kanu!
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Luis Suarez.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Figo is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. 75 minutes played. Strong running down that left flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Figo. They're urging him to shoot.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! Puyol can clear it away. Now it's Neymar. The less said about that pass, the better. That is good alertness. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And they've got a throw. So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 9, Luis Figo. Coming on the field, number 18, Kylian Mbappe. Number 14, Pavel Nedved.
And it's Timber. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, what's he giving here? Paris Saint-Germain may have thrown this away at the death. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick announcement for the benefit. If anybody who has found themselves a little lost today, please look at the screen for... Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, there is the enigma that is Kanu, a truly distinctive footballer, Jim.
Yeah, I think for somebody who's 6'6", Peter, he had the best footwork, I think, of the lot. We know he's an acute finisher with an eye for the spectacular, but it's his vision, his nimbleness, as well as the ability to play with his back to goal, which stood out for me.
Yeah, with him it was never dull. Unpredictability, excitement, entertainment. That was him.
Yeah, certainly was.
Triol has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Messi running with the ball. He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Figo scooting forward. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Stood up well to him there. Gerrard making good progress. And he skips past his man, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good take, and it's Kanu! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Neuer gets it away. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Hoeneß does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. Silvestre unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hangs one in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And this is Figo. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Lahm threads one in. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Figo. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Gets a good foot in there, and he's got away from it. Takes a shot. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's going across goal. Punched away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Thinks about the shot, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
That's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pass is just off target. Now Kanu! Hoeneß. Can he spark a counter here? Foot in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And here's Gerrard.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Kanu looking to add to his goal. He's found a way through. It's Kanu! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so the action is resumed. Yamal steaming forward at pace. Yamal, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lam. No, no way through. Kanu. Yamal. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lam.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nedved cuts it out. Triol. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Figo. Figo. Oh, it's played into the area. Casillas claims it. Safe hands. Rodri. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to pass it through, and he's certainly onside here. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 8.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Coming on to replace him is number 21, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Kanu! He will be livid with himself. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Ibrahimovic. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. Yamal. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. He has found the way through. It's run loose here. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that is a nice touch.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's got away. Yamal's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Priol with the slide tackle there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Hullet. Bigo gets into a good position. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played. Baresi. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe has the space to scheme. Mbappe! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 6, Nwanto Kanu. Number 4, Ruud Gullit. Coming on the field, number 18, Kylian Mbappe. Number 22, Pelé.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that's an errant pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
It's Ibrahimovic! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
The goal scorer for Paris
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit...
And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain
can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, there is the enigma that is Kanu, a truly distinctive footballer, Jim.
Yeah, I think for somebody who's 6'6", Peter, he had the best footwork, I think, of the lot. We know he's an acute finisher with an eye for the spectacular, but it's his vision, his nimbleness, as well as...
Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Leipzig have the chance to go the other way. Messi. And they're on him in a flash. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Collier has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Aguero. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, such a clever touch. Figo delivered. Oh, good effort. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Thuram. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. And he whips it in. Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Collar, good ball, good take. Messi. That looks a good ball through. He's in, must be! And he shoots! Well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Leipzig are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Nedved. Great defending, strong and determined. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, a very decent attempt. Kola. Thuram. Spread neatly. It's run loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Collier, foot in. Messi. This is a promising build-up. That is a great pick-out. And this is a big chance! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
It's Aguero! Goal! Leipzig! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Aguero! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top drawer! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Leipzig now in a position. Real chance! Aguero with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's not got that quite right.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Silvestre gets in to thwart him. Now it's Aguero. Silvestre providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Organisé autour de ce match. Merci d'avance.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Serginho, over to the right flank. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot at goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Hullet. Kanu. Shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Driven in. Oh, good climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chance for Kanu. Messi has created one goal already. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's well spotted. What's going wide left? Figo crosses. Nice interception, well-timed. And it's a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Kanu! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Koller bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Silvestre. Nakata. Leipzig do have a chance to counter here. And that is masterful defending. Nedved. That is good alertness. Nakata. And this is Van Basten. Nedved. Kanu. And he's there to retrieve it. Figo receives it in a wide position. He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Ibrahimovic joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos making good progress. It's Kanu! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. He's got away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6.
Messi considers his options.
À leur place, le numéro 18. Le numéro 10.
An opportunity then to pull clear here. And it's hit the woodwork and out! That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
Beckham. He is through here. Paris Saint-Germain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Great vision. Roberto Carlos drives it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Figo. Brzezinski. And this is Van Basten. That has been cut short. Ferdinand. Hullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal is in a really good position out wide.
A header!
Another one of football's and how moments.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Changement. Le numéro 10, Messi. À sa place, le numéro 15.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very...
Hello everyone, and welcome.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there is the enigma that is Kanu, a truly distinctive footballer, Jim.
Yeah, I think for somebody who's 6'6", Peter, he had the best footwork, I think, of the lot. We know he's an acute finisher with an eye for the spectacular, but it's his vision, his nimbleness, as well as the ability to play with his back to goal, which stood out for me.
Yeah, with him it was never dull, unpredictability, excitement, entertainment. That was him.
Yeah, certainly was.
And he's picked it up out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that has not gone well. Bergkamp, distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, good spread. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
There they go, hunting again.
Madueke. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Here's Kanu. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's being urged to shoot. Engages and forces him off the ball. Paris Saint-Germain so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bergkamp does really well to win the ball there. He has found the way through. And the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Messi. And that is well cleared. And here's Kane. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Figo is always looking to play quality balls. Borussia Dortmund are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players.
Oh, what has happened here? Shot could be... He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that was asking for too much. Chance for Kanu. Kanu! Oh, he's just got under that.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Madueke is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's having a hit! There was plenty of power on that. Messi. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Hullet.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, that's clever. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Cute ball, Kane. He's through on... Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a pretty loose pass.
1 minute at a time.
Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. And they win it back again. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now the cross. Madwicking can get it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he can thump it away. Rijkaard getting this one clear. No, again there's no way through. Could move up a gear here. He's found a way through. Bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Some good work on the right flank here. Alaba produces the perfect tackle there. Strong running down that left flank. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's slung out wide. It's a promising position. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pull it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And this is Kane.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bergkamp. Now it's Bellingham. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's Kane. Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control. Oh, no joy this time. Real chance, and the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Coming on to replace him is number 21.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has a look up. He's trying his best. Decent chance! Collar. Can he spark a counter here? That's an imaginative pass. And he can clear it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hullet. Knocks it into space. And this is Judge, surely!
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 8.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Coming on the field. Number 18.
Ibrahimovic!
Number 10.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring on...
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Peter, there's always this air of unpredictability when you see the name of Kanu on the team sheet.
He's a super story too, of course, very, very young when his success began, crowned a European champion one year, a gold medal, and takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post! And it's Rodri. He's gone for goal! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
It'll be a throw-in. Now he's off and running. Now it's Bellingham. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Marquinhos makes the interception. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Koundé. Pelé. Pelé proves just a little bit too strong. Now, can they get him away?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely feet. Collar, and he is dashing away. Paris Saint-Germain still without a single shot on target. He is through here. That's going across goal. He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. That has not gone well. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Figo. Kanu. Kanu! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the keeper beats it away. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through.
Ajax definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to return it. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kanu. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's being urged to shoot. It's Kanu! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And he opts to go forward. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. And he's in charge for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Paris Saint-Germain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Luis Suarez. Collar, never the sort to be shot shy. Can he get it through? Kanu! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And a goal kick. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
He's picked his way through. And the shot! And no mistake. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Ajax restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter.
And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 26. Pour le remplacer.
Ajax get the second half started. Passes short and sharp. And here's Suarez. Tries a shot! Pull it. So what can they make of this? Threads one in. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Luis Suarez. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Can he finish? They want to be quick. Oh, what? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. And this is Pele. It's Pele! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Ajax have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Yamal is always looking to play quality balls. 60 minutes played. He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Luis Suarez. Pull it. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Roberto Carlos. That's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. Very nicely done. Flashes it across.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.